Hey guys, welcome. You probably remember seeing him when we were recording this before, when I was using the free chapters that are online, and you might have seen me on his channel when we did Doki Doki Literature Club. Those videos are all available, but I'm happy to say that I finally own the full version of The Last Door, and Chapter 2, by the way, which leaves us with one episode left to go for Chapter 1.
Oh, and we do plan on doing, because there's supposed to be another Team Salvato game coming out or whatever, we do plan on doing that too, if any of you are wondering, so.
Yeah, and depending upon the content of that game, we might upload it to both our channels. Doki Doki we skipped out on because there was some questionable content that I wasn't necessarily sure I wanted to put on my channel.
Yeah, it is over on my channel though, which is just Blazing Confetti, if you do want to check that out, so.
And right now it's warning us, are you sure we recommend you complete the previous episodes before you continue. We already did all this, we can watch all those videos to recap, but...
Did we? I don't know, it's already questioning us.
It's questioning us. That's because we didn't do it on Steam before, we did it on just from a web browser. And of course Shadow's being a ham between us. I don't know if he's not quite tall enough to get on screen without one of us picking him up, but...
Kitty.
Kitty.
I like kitties.
Of course the one that's allergic to kitties likes the kitties.
Yeah, it's okay, I brought an entire bottle of allergy pills.
So previously on The Last Door, we kind of got buried, we escaped in town, all thirsty and dying and stuff. We found to find some water and try to find out more information about the 4 witnesses.
I remember the whole fog thing that we ended up through based on sounds.
Yeah, the stupid fog thing. Nobody likes this. It was very creative on the part of the developers, but nobody liked this part.
That was beautiful.
Because there's nothing for us to show you. You just had to hear the sounds with us and hear us yam around in the darkness.
Nothing to light on fire either.
Also nothing to light on fire. Alexander, welcome to VIT, speaks of an entity called the Bird that has been calling them ever since they experimented in the experiment they conducted back then. The Bird, huh? Yeah, we kind of saw a giant eyeball of a bird. There's no turning back. Why are we in a chair?
I don't know, but there's no turning back because there's a chair back there.
I've made up my mind. Did I? Or is someone kidnapping me and making up my mind for me?
Why are we blocked?
I'm ready. Oh, we're controlling the blonde guy, not our usual Jeremiah DeVitt character. So
Yeah.
where's his perspective? There's no turn back. He has made his choice, and that makes more sense because he's making the choices for us at this point.
Yeah.
Because he's got us tied to a chair. We can't make any choices. Go on, do it.
Do it, you won't. No boss.
I thought he was gonna stab us with something. He just put a robe on us. Do it.
Oh.
Oh, we're surrounded by people in masks. Do it.
Do it.
Do we really want to do it?
Emperor Palpatine would say yes. 10 out of 10 would do it.
But this is Star Wars, or DBZ.
Okay, fair enough.
This is a bunch of crazies that got obsessed with the occult and are now in danger from whatever's on the other side of what they saw.
And those are squares.
Can you see all the stars twinkling in the black outer abyss?
No.
All the constellations traced by human eyes in long-distant eras.
Squares.
Squares. Hey, that's what stars look like in pixel art.
Fair.
Look now, the forest in the valley. Look now to the forest in the valley, to the old tower, from the last tree in the distance to the stars in the sky. Yes, Mister speaks in such vague terms that you can, literally be describing anything. And even the stones beneath our feet are just silhouettes that hide the truth from our poor senses. He's on something.
Is it drugs?
Ancient shadows that hang over the veil, like Chapter 2 when Dred using the drugs on everybody. Hang over the veil that hides the world, as if it were a curtain of the theater. The veil separating the truth from the lie. We're living a lie? Oh, they're doing a play. This isn't serious at all. I doubt it. The veil's in place a bit. A place of mists.
We already did mists, please no.
No more mists! Not again! Anthony's great abilities brought you here, but his influence will soon fade away. The mask of lies will descend over your eyes once again. It's a tree. And a dead person. You must find the door as I did. Is the door in the tree?
I was gonna say it looks like he's hanging from the tree, but he got kind of put too far over.
The door that gives passage through the veil. Open it and we will walk together beyond the mist. Are you asking me on a date?
Yes.
I think they're asking us on a date.
Creepy call people. Done one on a date. Yeah. Can't go back. Sacrifice the virgins later after dinner.
I suppose you were wondering why I called you so urgently. I can't deny your letter was truly mysterious. I've been traveling, Doctor, to Scotland. Have you heard about the massacre at St. Gall? I have now! Spoiler alerts! Why, yes, the tragic event has been the continued object of speculation and grim rumor in every newspaper in England. For weeks now, pamphlets have claimed all kinds of macabre things took place. What's with England and macabre stuff? But I don't understand how is all this connected to my patient. He was there. I'm afraid he was one of the victims. Dear God. So we're dead? Are we dead?
We're on the spirit train.
Okay, let's see. You're telling me my patient... Oh, now we're playing the doctor, I guess. What was DeVitt doing there? What was the cause of those awful deaths? What should we ask this mysterious person we don't know?
Murder. It's always murder. We have to ask about murder.
Are you telling me my patient has been murdered? Murdered? Thankfully, no. Please excuse me for alarming you. I did not mean to give you this impression. Herr DeVitt was attacked but survived. What happened to him? What was he doing there? What was the cause of the deaths?
I don't know. I think I still want to know more about the dead people.
What was the cause of those awful deaths? No one knows for sure. The victims were inflicted with terrible wounds. All of them had an expression of utmost terror on their faces.
Wait a minute. So he's like, no, it wasn't murder, but they were all inflicted with terrible wounds, and we don't know what happened.
Well, he said no, DeVitt wasn't murdered. The rest of them could very well have been murdered, and DeVitt just got brutally harmed in some way. Or he could have been the culprit that killed them all.
So there's still murder to be had.
There's quite possibly still murder to be had. I'm sure about half the characters on your shirt would agree with this murder.
All except for maybe that one.
So, now we're down to the last two questions. What happened to him, and what was he doing there?
Oh, but nobody cares about DeVitt.
We only spent 3 games talking about him,
We
playing
were
as him.
only playing games as him. Well, I don't care what we were doing there. What happened to us?
What happened to him? It seems the criminal was caught by our... Oh, we're the hero. We caught the criminal in the same midst of the act. Then he tried to do the same thing to DeVitt that he had done to the others. Fortunately, the nuns arrived in time to unearth him from the coffin. Herr DeVitt was hospitalized. Oh, this isn't about chapter 2. This is about chapter 3, and other way around. This is not. They're not talking about what happened in chapter 2. They're talking about what happened in episode.
Saved by nuns.
Yeah. We were talking about in episode 2 when we got buried alive by the crazy groundskeeper guy. Herr DeVitt was hospitalized. The nurses report that he remained unconscious for an entire day, and then they dumped us off in the city slums to fend for ourselves. What was DeVitt doing there? Many years ago, St. Gall Hospital was a boarding school. It appears that both your patient and Mr. Beechworth spent the part of their youth together there. We'd assumed that Herr DeVitt was investigating something. He believed he had found a clue relating to his friend's death. I suspect you did not find Mr. DeVitt in the hospital. Indeed, he was already gone by the time I arrived. I have not been able to determine his whereabouts since. I see. What conclusions do you draw from all these circumstances? I have some theories, but I would prefer not to reveal them until events have unfolded. In all of them, there is a fundamental element whose role has not yet been revealed. What leads you to this conclusion? It is something that the Holy Sisters found beside Herr DeVitt within the coffin. An empty hypodermic needle with traces of an unknown substance.
Drugs.
Of course it comes back to drugs. Episode 2 is all about the drugs.
Yep.
Well, us finding the morphine for the guy who was in such pain he was begging for death, and you trying to use the morphine on everyone but that guy.
Remember, nuns don't like drugs. Nuns like Jesus.
I know.
He's a different kind of drug.
Episode 4, Ancient Shadows. Okay, now we're back to DeVitt.
Wait, how is a shadow ancient? Wouldn't the thing that's casting the shadow possibly be able to be ancient? But Does the shadow follow the same passage of time rules?
I don't think shadows suffer existential crises.
But the thing casting the shadow does.
It might.
But what about Peter Pan's shadow?
Peter Pan's shadow is a different monster entirely. I'm sure this is the place. Alexander's house must be just ahead. Okay.
They took all my fun things. I just have a look tool.
We have no items again. I mean, between episodes 2 and 3, it makes sense for us to end up with no items because of the fact that we were buried alive with nothing but an empty hypodermic needle with whatever drugs they injected us with.
But the needle could be used for more drugs later. Why would you get rid of that?
Okay, so we could have kept, in theory, kept that needle.
What's that thing on the door?
That is the door.
Yeah, but there's a black thing on the door.
It's the door handle.
Oh.
It's latched. I can't open it from this side.
You're pretty tall. I'm pretty sure you could just reach over, sir.
It may have taken all day, but I finally made it to Alexander's house. Just in time, it'll soon be pitch black. Yeah, he looks like he's tall enough to reach around and unlatch it from this side. But
he could probably just climb over the wall.
We're not
that tree right there.
But we're not here to question his life choices. We're just here to help him with them.
Fine, let's just go to the door.
Normal door? Normal door work? Normal door doesn't want to work either.
Normal door is for knocking.
No one is answering. Oh, you were knocking instead of opening the... No one is answering. Perhaps I should go inside anyway. I'll just tell the household that I have an old friend come to visit. You wouldn't be lying? Question mark? Well, it's all ominous and dark in here.
Well, I mean...
Footsteps. There must be someone upstairs. There's a person upstairs. Let's go say hi like an excited puppy that gets themselves killed.
Right. Hear noises in a creepy house, rush right towards it.
This is what got me through Amnesia: Dark Descent. Alexander!
50-50, you might run right into Scissor Man.
Alexander, it's me, David. I'm sorry if I startled you. Why are you sitting in the wheelchair? What's going on? I heard
footsteps. You're in a wheelchair.
Suspicious. When I was downstairs, I could have sworn I heard footsteps. Were they yours, or is there someone else in the house? For a moment, I felt a flash of hope that he was looking at me, but he was unresponsive. He's probably on too much drugs. Do we want to try asking another question?
Why are you sitting in a wheelchair?
Is everything alright? Why are you sitting in a wheelchair? Are you hurt, maybe? Can you stand?
Well, that's a bit insensitive.
He is staring blankly at some distant point as if he has not heard my question at all. You told me I should come here, and I came as soon as I could. You tell me what's happening here. He gives no answer, but persistently stares at something nearby. He appears to be in some kind of hypnotic trance. He's on too many drugs to answer us!
Have you played Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah.
These are clear signs of Mako poisoning. He's in a wheelchair, unresponsive, staring blankly into space.
So you're saying he's just sorting the memories out?
Somebody dropped him right in the live stream.
He's just deciding which memories are his and which ones he stole from somebody else?
Yeah.
Alexander, please say something. I don't know what to do. I don't understand. Just what happened to him. Drugs. Probably drugs. Knowing your circle of friends, drugs.
Technically, isn't Mako a drug because of how it's used by Shinra?
Yeah. This cuckoo clock is covered with dust. It seems to be missing an important piece. The bird.
No, birds aren't important. We don't need those.
Oh. The clock has been turned. I don't care about the clock. It's missing its cuckoo. That's the only thing that makes cuckoo clocks interesting. What's on this desk? The table holds nothing but a box with a description. Laudanum, to be taken in case of anxiety. It's empty.
Oh.
For those who didn't watch me play Amnesia and didn't listen to me make a spiel about laudanum, in old-timey days, they thought it was actually a remedy of sorts, when in fact it is essentially a poison. There are a lot of things, like mercury, that fit that same category.
Yeah. Which is why he's now sitting in a wheelchair staring into space and unresponsive.
He took too much laudanum.
He's definitely not anxious anymore, though. So technically, by the definition of the word, it did cure his anxiety.
Yes, it did. In Amnesia: Dark Descent, laudanum is used as a healing item because of the fact that at that time, at that period of history that game is set in, it was considered a curative of some kind. A figurine of an angel facing the wall. Well, why did you make the angel face the wall? Is it bad? Is it sitting in a naughty chair?
What is it from Doctor Who?
The Weeping Angels?
Yeah, the Weeping Angels. If it can't look at you, you can't look at it, right? It doesn't know you're not looking if it can't see you.
I guess that's true. Wasn't the solution with them to make two of them face each other?
Yeah. If you didn't know, they don't kill you, don't worry. They just send you randomly backwards through time to live your life in a different time period.
Okay, we found a huge chest. Huge chest, I don't know. There's a large iron hook inside.
I'm getting there. I've been getting out of shape.
I'll take this hook. There's a fragment of a diary under the hook. August 5th, 1987. I can't work in the basement anymore. Those wretched sculptures, I feel them stalking me in the darkness. Weeping angels.
Yeah,
I know it's not possible, but I can hear the crunches, the flapping wings, stone grinding on stone, their frozen paroxysms. With what diabolical art were those gestures conceived? An eternal movement, a tension, an impossible struggle to get back to the life they never had. I might place them outdoors in the greenhouse and let the mold devour them, and wasps make nests in their hollow hearts. Well, someone has some beef with those statues.
Why wasps?
Because wasps are the worst things on any planet.
But I'd rather have bumblebees. At least then I can make honey.
A camera tripod. I can't do anything with that. Is that blood? Looks like some kind of red tinted glass. Oh, it's glass. Cover used to make a lamp. It's completely shattered on the floor.
Who's breaking the Christmas ornaments?
Someone's breaking everything. Water. I don't think we have use for water yet, do we?
Obviously, he's washing his one single hand.
A basin with a copper drain. What is it? A lamp hanging from the ceiling. It's a bulb casts an intense white light.
Is that
the glass was around that bulb to make a red light for,
photo development?
If I take it now, total darkness here. I need to find another light source first. Images of a couple wearing rat masks at a festival. Because of course it's the kind of mask everyone wants to wear. They're so in style. Big book of home chemistry recipes. A few pages have been bookmarked with articles underlined. Home chemistry.
It's making bombs?
3149. Collodion for photography. Collodion. Collodion is the vehicle by which photographic chemicals are united upon the surface of a glass, and the sensitive coating produced. Many formulae are published for the article to which great value is attached, some supposing that is to its peculiar composition belong the principal cause of failure or success. This is only in a degree true. To develop a positive image, this is done by pouring upon the plate about 1 ounce of the vitriol spirit solution, and only then adding 5 or 6 drops of cyanide acid. Then the plate must be thoroughly washed in water to remove any excess of the chemicals.
So we're mixing spirits with acid?
Yeah, and making pictures out of them. I mean, I imagine some people make pictures with acid, but...
Oh man, I can't think of the game though. You take pictures of ghosts.
Fatal Frame.
Yeah, there you go.
The causes of failure. They would almost require a chapter by themselves. A long experience convinces us that 9 out of every 10 failures occur from a want of care, the presence of dirt, negligence. One cannot be over nice, careful, or cleanly. The best results are always rewarding the most painstaking. If a mistake is made in the order specified in the formulae, quickly flow clean water over the plaque and start again.
I thought it was formulae.
Formulae.
English language is broken.
Icon has English good?
No.
An instrument whose workings are beyond my knowledge. That is like 90% of tech for most people.
Alright, so I know I should be paying attention, but what did we pick up that's in our inventory right now?
It's an iron hook.
Oh, good.
We can be that one hook killer from the urban legend.
Just gonna pull the sleeve down.
Glass jar containing yellow substance label reads cyanide.
Drugs.
Cyanide's a good time for anyone who feels like dying.
Right, cyanide. It's the cure for life.
just like how they thought laudanum was a curative substance.
Technically cures your anxiety.
A bus with the face turned around. What is with making all your statues face the wall? Have they been misbehaved in some way?
Yep.
The large envelope of black felt covered in dust and ashes. It is labeled with a warning. Do not open it under white light.
Do it anyway.
I'll take it. The light's not blue in here. White. It's blue. Like moonlight or something. Okay, I guess it won't let us. It's a letter. Dear Alexander, I have excellent news. A contact from the university has given me access to a 12th century alchemical tome containing an amazing formulary. There's no doubt that sometimes mere contemplation takes the mind to places that otherwise it would never have visited. We're hallucinating now? Well, with all the talk of drugs in this game,
Oh, I
leaving
thought that was just me.
through the grimoire and marveling at the exquisite illumination of its pages, I have been struck by a sudden epiphany, a radical but elegant method that I have decided to try. Forgive me for not providing any information about the method itself. As soon as I get definitive results, I will write you immediately. I believe fortune has truly smiled upon us today. Videte ne pisciat. June 8th, 1887. How much you want to bet that note was written by Anthony, the leader of our cult craziness? There seems to be an invoice. I made the document serve as a record of the payment made corresponding to the following work of the cuckoo clock. Mechanism has been modified to give the strokes exclusively at 6:15 in the afternoon. In addition, a special device and a switch have been added to synchronize all clocks in the house.
I wish I had a button in my house that I could just magically push to synchronize all clocks.
That would be neat, but eccentric much? A picture of an angel with a gentle face. Not the picture I'd expect from all the crazies going on. Its shelf is lined with strange and complex books. Some titles include The Movements of Shadows, Preserving the Mind, and Lessons Beyond Nature. Okay. So, all the psycho bonkers, crazy, culty stuff that we've been coming to love from this game, coming back in full force. We gotta explore more.
Hold on, give me a sec. Somebody's trying to call me on Discord and it's making the pocket go crazy.
They're exploding your pocket?
Yes. Wait, that's not safe for your channel.
Making bombs? It could be Pevensey Castle, but in the painting, the garrison is not in ruins. So a ruined castle is not ruined yet? Who would have thought?
Alderon's technically in a long galaxy a long time ago. Okay, no, Alderon is exploded.
A couple of old teacups sitting on a table. One of them is full and still warm. So there was someone walking around making tea. But I heard the footsteps on the second floor, where I didn't see anyone who could walk.
Hey, if we find them, we should ask them if they have any more tea.
We're late for tea.
What about carpets?
I don't see any of them. They probably get them all. What is this? Can I has?
It's a candle.
An oil lamp. A Kiersey. We're taking the lamp.
Alright, time to light things on fire.
Just some old bottles. We're not letting old bottles on fire. I don't think they burn.
They can if you try hard enough.
Look, outdoors. Cellar door is locked. I need a key to open it. Hey, look, that latch door from earlier. Latch door is open. We can now go back and forth without having to go through the entire house.
Yay.
How convenient. An ancient stone well. A rope hangs inside, disappearing into the darkness below.
Hey,
I'm going fishing. Never mind. Fish broke.
Why'd you go and break the rope?
Because fishing.
I guess we have a rope now.
Yeah, see? My fishing is genius. The bare branches of the tree stretching in the sky break the night into 1,000 pieces. A grave! Those are always pleasant
Dig it out.
in this game. Like the one the nuns dug us out of. Oh, flashbacks. Looks like someone was buried here.
I mean, I don't know.
I can't dig with my bare hands. Sure you can!
Do you think being buried alive once would give you PTSD?
Probably.
Okay.
Fine, I'll find something proper to dig with instead of pretending I'm a doggy.
So I always wondered about the expression, the air's getting stale in here. How does air get stale? It just becomes carbon monoxide, right?
Which is basically stale air and...
But what's the definition of air? Isn't air oxygen?
No, air is just, anything gaseous in the environment. So technically it's still air, it's just composed of different chemicals. Well, different elements. Which are chemicals.
Man, you just blew my mind.
There's a large iron bar latching the door. Can I move the iron bar?
Yep, with the hook.
Am I a genius? It's quite odd the door was latched from the outside. It's like if they were trying to keep something inside, huh?
So, or the game's just trying to tell you, you retard.
I have no sense of self-preservation. I'll go find out what they're trying to keep inside. Da-da-da-da. The paint looks as if it's been broken from the inside.
Oh, well,
so what
apparently it's already gone.
Yep, it's gone. I'm safe. Statue of an angel with his wings spread. Its head is missing. Well, that's always pleasant.
What if it sees through the Force?
They're not Star Wars. We're not in Star Wars. Or Star Trek, or Doctor Who.
You don't know that we're not Doctor Who.
Well, yeah, because Doctor Who's set in the real world. Set in real world London in various time periods.
Exactly.
Well, at least we know we're not playing the Doctor because it never tells us the Doctor's name during any of his reincarnations. And we know our name. We are Jeremiah DeVitt.
Suddenly a TARDIS appears.
Oh, so we're not the Doctor, we're one of his companions.
Hey, we need to go up to the picture room.
A well-crafted grandfather clock, but it seems to be out of order. One of the hands is missing.
Give it a hook for a hand.
No, we're supposed to give us a hook for a hand and become that one serial killer. Picture room. Let's go see our friend who's on too many drugs to talk to us. Wait, was there always a note on the bed? That is a criminal annotation on a piece of paper. The veil is something we sense in our innermost being incessantly. In vain do we waste our lives craving to tear through it. It is... You want to try that one?
Xylothol.
The curtain behind which great wings beat. Inside its ancient mist, inhabit the shadow of those who left. That was enlightening.
The magical world of Za.
Misty clock over gray ocean. We need something we could actually use here. Excuse me, sir, are you done vegging out?
No.
He looks miles away. He only just begun.
I mean, it did say the bottle was empty.
Yeah, he's only just begun his vegging out. But I suppose what we can do is now we can take this ball, which I don't know why we want this ball, but...
Oh boy, I love it when that happens.
Okay, so what are we going...
Hey, can we take the picture out of the envelope in this room?
Got the cyanide... What picture? Oh! Envelope. Maybe I need to take it out over by the basin area.
Oh no, wait, to develop the pictures we still need some liquid spirit.
The tag on the envelope advises against opening under a white light.
Go back over to that note that was on the ground, because we got the cyanide. Right?
Oh yeah, we did grab the cyanide.
We needed cyanide and something else to be able to develop the pictures, right?
Now, I think somehow I've got to get red light in this room.
I think we're gonna do it with broken glass.
I want broken glass. How bad can glass shards really be? Okay.
We need vitriol and cyanide.
Yeah, 1 ounce of vitriol and then 5 or 6 drops of cyanide, and then water. Okay, so where's the... Gotta find out where the vitriol's hiding. I think I saw more chemicals on a shelf over... Oh, pictures hanging from the board. They're improperly developed.
Gee, I wonder why.
There are chemicals up here, but it doesn't let me grab any of them.
I bet he was about to figure out Bigfoot, and then Bigfoot came crashing in and was like, no.
Broke his red lamp so that he couldn't do anything with the Bigfoot.
Yeah, I couldn't develop the pictures.
Can I put my oil lamp in the lamp? But the only chemical they've given us is cyanide. Where is the vitriol?
In the kitchen?
I don't know. It's not a cooking chemical. It's pretty much used exclusively in the processing of like minerals and photographs.
What if you're trying to poison people?
Then the cyanide would be in the kitchen.
True.
Ba-dum. That jar is nothing. Looks like a jar up there. Nope. Only things I've already seen. Only things we've already seen. What's that? Oh yeah, that's the invoice. We already saw it. Talkie. Okay. Still blowing up your phone?
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have vitriol with that laudanum?
My Discord's also broken, so on my phone, I won't get notifications, and then every like couple of hours, I'll just like my phone will just get like 80 notifications from Discord all at once.
Wow. That sounds frustrating.
No, it sometimes scares me because my phone will be sitting down and I'll just hear like a loud buzz, just like and I'm like, ah!
Is it like you're under attack or something?
Yep, artillery fire.
Well,
Are we in the kitchen?
a pantry with spices and ingredients.
Is it vitriol?
There's a note. There's a diary. Last thing written. The last pages have been ripped off. It's been a while since I can't devote any time to this diary for reasons beyond my control. An event most tragic has taken place in this house. Mr. Dupree has gotten ill, immersed in everlasting stupor from which it seems he shall not return anytime soon. Since the accident, I patiently take care of him. The doctor's treatments don't seem to do any good. I feed him like a child and make sure that all the sculptures in the house are turned towards the wall. What else can I do? The clockmaker just left. He has done such a good job. In the end, Mr. Dupree is not going to be able to notice the change in the clocks that he had so insistently requested. In his state, time will not be a problem anymore. Looks like a diary of a member of Alexander's household. What happened to them?
Yeah, that would be a good explanation as to why he turned everything to face the wall.
Because he went psycho bonkers crazy and couldn't stand seeing faces anymore. Just some old bottles. Does one of them happen to contain vitriol, please? No? No vitriol?
What about that one in the shadows?
Shadows. Can't click on it. Maybe I missed something, like, in the greenhouse. Because of course we want to go in the spooky place where something escaped.
Well, I mean, it's always good to check places twice, because sometimes you'll leave a place and come back and something will be different after the first visitation.
Yeah, maybe the thing that escaped came back.
Well, it eats us. We're done here.
Yep, solved the mystery. That's what's been killing everybody. Wait, bottle? A jar of vitriol oil. It must be. I must be careful. It's a powerful acid. Yeah.
Drops bottle.
Drops the bottle on foot. Well, I didn't need those toes anyway.
We have a problem. We don't have room in our inventory for a bowl.
We don't need a bowl. We're gonna use the basin up top in the photo developing room.
I guess, but it said to do it in a bowl.
I don't do bowls. I eat my cereal out of a trough.
A trough is technically an elongated bowl.
Yeah, well, the sink could be a whole elongated bowl.
You're right, it could.
I need to put the photographic plate in a suitable place to work. Well, I tried putting it in the sink, but you didn't want to let me. We don't have white light. We have this weird yellow light from the lantern. Are you really going to split hairs game?
Yep. Hey, can we combine the hook with the bowl?
Oh, yeah, we can. That'll free up a little bit of our
Now
space.
we have a grappling hook.
Yeah, but what are we going to use it for?
That's a good question.
Maybe down that well there was something, and the portion of the rope that we still have is a bit more sturdy than the part we snapped.
Because we're smart.
Hey, we are smart. We needed that rope snapped. Because fishing. And now we're going to do more fishing.
We're going to do literal fishing. Snap.
A bucket! With mud and dirt inside the bucket, there was a small bird of brass.
Nope, we don't want the bird. We want the bowl.
We want the bucket. Can I have the bucket? Changing the There doesn't seem to be any water in the well.
No, that's fine. Give us the bowl. Click on it again. Darn it.
It's not going to give us the bowl.
Alright, so we're going to go give the bird to the man.
Yep. Hey, we're gonna give you your bird. We're gonna give you the bird, and hopefully you wake up.
The thing that he apparently fears most should snap him out of his stupor, right?
The little brass bird. When shaken, it makes noise as if there was something inside.
Or break it.
Can I break it? Oh, let's just use it on the clock. The bird fits perfectly.
So can you spin the odd keys with the hands now?
The face of the clock has been turned.
Can't we
Really?
just-
You're not letting me do anything with this?
Literally, we could just turn it and then it would cuckoo.
Excuse me, sir. Are you still vegging out? Okay, thought so.
We have
Okay.
to find that button that sets all the clocks.
Yeah. Button. Maybe we gotta fix the stupid clock downstairs. That's gonna suck because we don't have any clock hands.
We don't need one of our hands, right?
Well, for the nature of clock hands, we'd really only need to lose a finger, but...
No, because it's got to be longer than the hour hand.
Okay, it is the minute hand that's missing. What are we even looking for anymore? I just don't know.
Well, now we're looking for a clock hand.
Maybe we want some of this still warm tea.
Can we go to the left? Is that a way to go?
Nah, it's a wall.
That looks like it could be. Oh, I see. Because it's a fireplace. I got it.
Is there somewhere for us to use this bulb that I haven't been thinking about?
Probably in the cellar. But we can't get in there yet.
No, we need a key that's not giving us.
We have acid. Can't we just, like, knock the door over?
It's not that powerful of acid if I recall what little I remember from photography classes properly. Is there something back on the path we came in from
Like a stick?
that we're going to notice now that we actually have a lantern?
Oh.
What?
We're gonna notice this murder.
Old ruins lay on the path, and we see blood. A dead deer. His abdomen is torn open, is recently dead.
Oh boy, it was Bigfoot.
Well, he just had a snack, so he's not going to eat us. I don't think. Oh, that's just the way outside that we can't go. Do we supposed to do something with the deer?
Hopefully, whatever.
Here, Mr. Deer, do you want a light bulb so your nose can glow like Rudolph?
Can we? Oh, you just trying to wait. Try to use the light bulb on the blood. Can we coat it in blood? Oh my god! I can't believe that worked.
Now the bulb is grossly covered in blood. I guess that gives us red light.
Oh boy.
We can develop this picture, which is probably going to somehow give us a key.
I honestly didn't think that was gonna be a thing, but then it was a thing.
I'm a little surprised it was a thing, too. Nope, they're not there. There. And red light.
And we died.
Okay, now we can develop this picture. So, on a little vitriol.
And the painting is ruined.
The oil has caused a strong acidic reaction. Then we want some cyanide. I've applied the liquids in the correct order. All that remains is to rinse the palette of the plate. Then water, because I knew we needed water. And images appearing on the plate. A photograph of Anthony and Alexander. What are the people in bird masks or rat masks? I need to walk towards them.
They exploded the light bulb.
Okay. Is this photo going to jar his memory?
Can I just say, that was pretty creepy.
Hey, sir, I found this picture that you might like. Do you like pictures? Alexander, do you recognize this photograph? Take a look. It is you and your old friend Anthony. And there's someone else blurred in the background. Who is the third figure? Does it mean anything to you? He moved. The bird awaits. That's not answering my question, sir. The bird awaits. Talk! He's breathing heavily. He seems to be lacking air.
Probably because he's drugged out. Give him the cyanide.
Okay, so he's not actually answering our question. He's just some vitriol or some cyanide.
I'm sure if we mix bleach and ammonia, we can get some some gas going on in here. That'd get everyone high, right?
Oh, he dropped a key. Oh, it was a piece of clockwork. I would have much preferred a key. We're not here to fix your clock, sir.
But this hand is the key to fixing the clock.
We're not here to fix your clocks. We're your old friend, not your clock manufacturer. I put the clock hand in its place. I only need to set the clock to the correct time.
I'm pretty sure it was 9 o'clock. It's gotta go an hour forward. That's the wrong way. No, why are you going backwards?
Okay. Because the mechanics of setting the clock were weird.
Ding dong.
Okay, let's go check the clock up in... Excuse me. Let me leave so I can go check the clock in our friend's room. You know, our drugged out friend that isn't talking to us because he's too important or something.
I'm pretty sure it said 9. Oh yeah, it says 9.
It says 9.
Wait, no. Look at the clock for a minute.
That's right. It's saying 12:15.
Or is that 2? Oh yeah, 12:15. Yeah. Or just it be 3.
I don't
know.
know.
It'd be 12:15.
Okay, so.
Because the minute hand was on the 3 and the hour hand was on the 12.
Okay. Okay. Do a thing! Okay.
But...
Did he maybe do a thing up in his room?
Oh, the hour hand is on the 3 and the minute hand is on the 6. Durr.
Okay, I figured it out.
3:30.
No, the hour hand was here and the minute hand was here. The clocks synchronized the position of their hands, but we wanted to be 6:15 on this clock, which would mean we need the hand. We need the hour hand here, minute hand here. So the other clock we wanted to be 3 o'clock. Then this clock should cuckoo and drive cuckoo out of his cuckoo, so he'll actually talk to us.
Herb derp.
Okay, I know what I'm doing.
Wee.
I think
Too far.
sometimes. Sometimes I think.
I don't think. He's the thinky one.
Sound came from upstairs. Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Okay. Excuse me, sir. How are you feeling now? Why is there junk on the floor? Oh, there's that word again, the xylophone.
Xylophone.
Hey, he's having some kind of seizure. He's trembling out of pure horror. Because he heard a cuckoo?
Yep.
The bird has burst out at the stroke. Now its beak is open. Okay. There was a key inside the bird. All the while, we just wanted a key. The bird ate it.
It's the key to my heart.
The, non-living bird ate the key. So now I can go down to the spooky cellar place and do spooky cellar things. Like get jump scared by birds. Dusty carpet of Asian origin.
That's rugcist.
A racist rug?
No, that's rugcist. How dare you assume that rug is Asian?
Mold and dust cover the portrait, making the subject indistinguishable. Oh, you could wipe the dust off with your finger or your sleeve.
No, his hands would get dirty. Why not just melt the whole thing in the cyanide?
There are remains of Roman mosaic behind the wall. I can't distinguish anything clearly.
Is cyanide flammable?
In small amounts, I believe. Get too much, it'll douse the fire, though. Ancient statue in poor condition.
We just need to pour it on everything and then throw the lantern at it, then, right?
Burn the whole place down.
Yeah. Oh, good. Hole in the wall. Ooh.
I like holes in the wall that lead to secret studies.
There's a cage. This is a laboratory.
A book written in a language unknown to me. There is a scrawled annotation written in English on one of the margins. This and no other is the function of the serum we manufactured at the boarding school when we were young. It is something that we didn't understand at the time, to accompany the mind to the proscenium of the big theater, and there help us to look behind the curtain that separates the world of men from the land of truth. To look, I say, if anything, to apprehend an image of what lives there. Just that, will the hoopoe
The hoopoe
allow us to raise the curtain enough to walk off the stage and go beyond. So you're trying to become a hobo.
The hoopa?
A huge
A
cage full
Pokemon.
of leftovers and dirt. Animals have been captive here. So, yeah, this is the big laboratory where they did all their drug research. Innumerable jars filled with murky objects suspended in formaldehyde.
So what you're saying is he's got organs.
Jars and test tubes. Everything is soaked in chemical residues, and the air is filled with the smell of vinegar.
I like the taste of vinegar.
I do like the taste of vinegar. A bunch of dust-covered beakers with repulsive liquids. A few of them have developed fungi inside. Ha! I'm a fun guy. I'll nail a lot of this.
Hi, fun guy. I'm Dad.
Okay, so is there anything I can actually use down here, or is this just a side trip into a horrific chemical lab? Because I can't take any of these chemicals. I can't examine whatever that is in the background.
So what we're here for is to come here and then leave so that another action somewhere else could have happened.
Yeah. Maybe our friend got up out of his wheelchair and stopped panicking.
Was that statue?
Yeah. These statues are fine. They're not chasing us or anything.
Yeah. That's a dimensional crack, sir.
No, it's a Roman mosaic hidden behind the wall. Don't know why it was painted on the wall inside a wall, but to each their own.
It's wall section. Hey, the lights are out. Oh no, this room was always dark.
Yeah, I probably should have came in this way. Because this gives me like 3 extra clicks to get to check on our friend, because I think our friend might be key in all this. Excuse me, sir, are you done freaking out? No.
Show him the picture again.
Not showing the picture? Are you awake enough to see the picture? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Give him cyanide.
Because cyanide fixes everything, right?
It fixes seizures, just like laudanum fixes anxiety.
Just because it technically works doesn't mean to do it.
I don't like this room.
This is through with the mask people, with the rat mask people.
Yeah, I know. We should check that picture. We're still in there, right? Okay, good.
It's still in there. Hey guys, that was a neat trick you did. Let me just back in frame.
Should we go to that gravestone?
Still don't have anything to dig with. The game's not giving us a shovel or anything. And it doesn't want us to dig like a doggy. My suggestion.
You could technically dig with a magnifying glass.
But the magnifying glass isn't actually a well, it does say it's a lens. But it's probably just the examine option to look closely at something. Maybe we can look so closely at the dirt that it just gets out of our way.
I love it when people put things in your inventory that aren't actually in your inventory. Should we wander...
Wander out in the wilderness again? Maybe someone left a shovel in the middle of nowhere? Because reasons? I mean, there's rubble blocking this path.
Still just dinner.
Still just dinner. You look suspicious, Mr. Dead Deer.
The deer did it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything actually click-a-block.
When in doubt and the butler didn't do it, it always defaults to the deer.
Well, from now on, apparently.
The deer could get away with it too, because you'd never expect it.
Just like now Father's Day has a default to Mr. Dad Guy or King Dad because Undertale and Asgore.
I could be King Dad.
King Dad. Angels, angels, angels. It's nice to see all these angels that want to murder me. Or watch over me, I mean. It's probably murder.
Like I said, we should go check the grave again. I don't know why, but we should.
You think one of the angels dug it up for us?
Maybe.
Because they're nice and helpful like that, instead of freaky and scary and everything?
Or zombies.
Oh, nope, no zombies. I can't dig with my bare hands.
Why? Why?
That's what I'm wondering.
Children do it all the time.
Yeah, children do it all the time. Doggos do it all the time.
Doggos have paws.
Adult humans pretending to be doggos do it all the time.
Horses that have hooves do.
Well, adult humans pretending to be horses also do it. Wait, is there a... There's this thing I can click on here. There's a gardener's shovel. Why didn't I notice that before? Because I was just running through the creepy hallway without wanting to look at everything.
I mean, a gardener's shovel is still pretty small.
Well, we're gonna dig up this entire coffin.
And inside we'll find ourselves.
Well, the lock is very rusted, almost shattered. Can we Where's
melt it
that
with
stupid
cyanide?
shovel? Can I melt it with cyanide?
That's like an oil. Okay.
Yeah, cyanide's more of an oil. Vitriol's the acid. Hi, Mr. Skelebro. The remains of a humanoid body with a grotesque animal aspect. Maybe a small ape. It has a collar with some engravers and an old Mike. Well, old Mike, I'm going to take a look at this hand here, clutching a rolled up canvas. Can I has a map of the stars? A note to old Mike. Can I read the note? Dear Alexander, undoubtedly your methods are definitely stronger than mine. How do you manage to get results with such alacrity? On another note, my epiphany with this treatise of alchemy was not accidental. When examining the text closer, I have come to the conclusion that for a time, Raymundus Lully sought the same thing as we did. In his account, he describes a formula that calls hoopoe. Yes, the legendary bird.
Hello?
They're getting dangerously close to Pokemon there. It closely resembles a serum with which we have worked so far, except for a minor difference. It's a pity that what you tell me about old Mike. I hope he gets better soon. Videte ne quiesciet.
Raymundus! With a name like that, must be a great guy.
That's with the canvas. Didn't have Vega, Summer Triangle.
Altair, you're in the wrong game. Ah,
It's some kind of navigation map. Several constellations are marked. Okay. Can we look up at the next... Oh god, this sounds like Alexander. That sounds like a dying rat to me.
don't say that. We did have people in rat masks jump out of a photo.
This is true. Alexander?
He's gone! My god, you cured me. I can walk again.
Question mark? Exclamation point? Colon?
Canvas?
Some diary pages on the wheelchair. The paper is ripped apart as someone has stripped it from the book hastily. I'm writing this in the light of my desk lamp, hoping to be able to remember it all when the birds finally sing and the sun's blessing dispels the dark shadows of my mind. During the whole afternoon, a strong wind hit the valley, so strong that it cracked the larger branch of the old oak in the garden. I find it hard to get sleep during these nights, so I read a lot while accompanying the professor. I don't really know when exactly he fell asleep. I was awakened by the chill of the night, which was seeping through the open window. I looked outside and I saw him. The professor was miraculously awake. What was my joy to see him standing on the balcony, watching the valley with a true serene expression, enjoying the fresh and calm air right after the storm. I felt that a blessing had fallen upon this house, and for a moment, I felt immensely happy. He probably gave you some of his drugs. I stared at him for a while without saying anything, being afraid of dispelling a vision I hadn't believed possible for a long time. And then, in the midst of the silence, I heard a sound that froze me in my seat and snatched all my calmness with such a terrible chill that I will never forget. A loud noise beside me, low-pitched as the drag of a slab. Mr. Alexander's snore, who was pleasantly sleeping in his bed. I've already made a decision. I'll leave this house. So you saw him standing outside the window, and then you turned, you saw him next to you in bed.
He had enough laudanum. He just descended.
Well, he did drink all of it. A statue is holding something.
I wonder what it is.
It's a lens mounted on a metal ring.
We already have a lens. Can we combine the crystal lens with our lens to make it into the lens of truth?
There's some symbols marked on the surface. What, can I examine these symbols marked on the surface?
No. Canvas it.
Can I canvas the lens? Can I vitriol the crystal lens?
Can we use it on the sky?
Look at the sky with a crystal lens. The sky's not even clickable this air. Oh, it's clickable over there.
I think that's just the statue.
Starlight brings some brightness to the forest.
Canvas with the
It doesn't let us use the canvas on stuff. We gotta use something on the canvas. Vitriol? Side?
Or maybe it's a clue.
A clue. Well, we're looking for these shapes, I guess. And I kind of see
Is
this.
that a building in the distance? It looks like stairs.
Wait a minute. Uh-huh. I think that may be part of Deneb with the rest of it trailing off screen there. But I don't know what it means!
It means we're gonna die.
Well, Alexander's up and about now. Or dead and missing.
Jumped out the window, checked the ground floor.
That's actually not a bad idea. After all, Anthony didn't die from something murdering him. He died from, him hanging himself.
He's like, nope, I'm done.
Hey, old Mike, do you know anything about this?
Old Mike's gone. No, that'd be great. So now Old Mike's gone.
That would have been perfect for the setting right now.
So I'd just be like, oh, now we're dealing with necromancers.
Can I use the crystal to look into the sky at any point around here? There's something going on out here. Something fishy.
Something that smells like murder.
Can I look through that lens of the thing?
I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed, but it feels like forever.
I don't get the reference.
It's a song.
Okay. I don't know that song. I don't know why I keep walking all the way over to this way. That's just a door that we can't go through because it's the one we came in through, and we're not leaving until we solve the mystery or die, which is probably more likely that the second one's going to happen.
I bet you're hoping that something tries to jump us.
I'm hoping something makes sense here.
Playing Lost Door games. Sense is not to be made. Hey, did he maybe go into his secret laboratory?
Oh yeah, secret basement laboratory. That's possible, but I mean, he would have to have been careful, sneaky about noticing our positions and avoiding us to get down there without us bumping into him on the way up to see him.
Did you see how he yeeted off the balcony? He's like, 1.3 seconds, I got this.
What was that? Excuse me, sir, can you speak up louder?
I'm sorry, what? My eyes were closed, I couldn't hear you.
There's something talking to us. It wasn't the statue, did it?
As far as you know.
Statues don't talk to people. Unless they're crazy. Do we look like crazy people? Don't answer that.
Yeah, don't answer that. In the camera, it already kind of looks like my hair's doing this thing that gives me, like, horns. Like, yeah.
And my hair, for once, has behaved. We found a secret door. Guessing that Alexander opened it after he woke up and yeeted off the balcony?
Wait.
The mountain.
Snow. What? Excuse me. I think I found the triangle. Oh.
We gotta draw.
Yeah.
We gotta draw. Do I look like I draws?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's check our canvas. We need to draw. I'm going to try one shape at a time and hope it saves my progress as I go.
Yeah.
So for Deneb, we need... Oh, we're looking for a triangle.
Oh, wait, go back to the canvas then.
So we only need a triangle out of all the shapes.
We need the 3 connecting stars from each. So Deneb's is at the end, Vega's is there, and okay, they're in the middle. Cool.
Okay, I got it. Bading. That Bading or that Bading?
That one for Vega, yeah. And
then
who's third in the center? Who's third in the center? These stars. Oh, bottom. The bottom. That one. No, we messed one of them up.
I think it was these.
No, I know for the bottom one, it's the 3 at the mid, that one, because it was the one in the middle.
So maybe this one? No.
It's the hardest one to see is Deneb. I think it's Deneb. This could be, yeah, Deneb.
Okay,
So there should be,
oh, we were screwing up Vega.
yeah.
We were like badly screwing up Vega. So it should be this one, and then shouldn't there be a star here? Because right,
Down one.
yeah, I know Vega's the one who's screwing up, but I'm pretty sure there's a star here in Vega. So let's just try any of the stars in Vega. Trial and error works when you've got no other choices because you screwed up everything. Okay, let's just take a careful look at Vega. Maybe it's rotated and we're looking at it wrong.
I don't think so, because even if we rotate it...
Okay, let's look at the nice guy. Oh no, it should be this one, and...
No, it's definite, because it's in the middle of two other ones. That was the easiest one I could pick out.
Aha!
But then that doesn't make sense, because it doesn't match the... Unless it is rotated.
Correct, this is the summer triangle. Now, why were we summer triangling? A wooden secretary desk. Beautifully carved. The flip top has no knob or lock. Just some strange symbols.
Can we use the crystal lens on the...
telescope? We can! It's perfectly in the telescope. Okay. Whoa, why are we... What a hooda...
Wow, those all look like zodiacs, because Cancer is right there with its yin-yang looking thing.
Pisces right here.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't get it. I don't understand your weirdness. Would you stop with the weirdness? Oh.
Zodiac occultists, how could they?
Oh, I was worried about that. But this is red on red. I can't really see what symbol I'm working with here.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I passed it. I saw it. This one was like an equal sign with a slash through it. Pick that one. To save my progress, if I click away and click back, it's still got that one there. Yes, it does good. So we can do them one at a time, because I'm not memorizing these zodiac symbols. Oh, maybe I am, because they're easy enough. Okay.
So the one on the right is a U. The one on
the bottom is an upside down pitchfork.
It's an H and a lowercase t at the same time.
And upside down pitchfork. U. And give me my pitchfork. Fetch me musket! Okay. The small cabinet with 2 slots for storages. Only one of them remains.
Yes!
I guess. Voice again. It's coming from the bottom of the pit.
Do it! Jump it!
You, sir.
Yeah, I figured we were...
Alexander! Okay, so like the first game, we saw the ending of the game at the beginning of
No, just use the drugs on him. Don't even talk to him. He's gonna kill us.
Drugs! Is this what you asked me to search for, is it not? Am I right? The last door. Xylipa. The last door. We can cross together. What should I do? I am waiting for you. Here in the mist. It's nearby. I can hear it. What's nearby? What do you hear? I hear the beating of its wings. It knows we are afraid. I am ready. Sit down.
What is even happening anymore?
I want to sit down.
Don't do it.
Yes, we gotta die. You know, the drugs. Sir, let's stab you with the drugs. Oh, no, we gave him the drugs.
Oh, now we're in control of the other guy now.
And yet, now we're getting to the... Stab! Right in the neck! Ow! That's not creepy at all.
We just ascended. Too much laudanum. Knew it.
Where do you think we will do you think we'll find any clue here about DeWitt's whereabouts? You're at the boarding school. There is no clues there left. The police must have taken almost everything, but we have no other leads to pursue. Hopefully they have overlooked something.
I bet they overlooked some sort of secret room.
Oh wait, no, that's not the boarding school. That's... What about this room?
Oh no, this is his mansion.
Yeah, this is Anthony's mansion. The sealed letter between this table and the wall. It looks like Air Beechworth never sent it. I think it is best that you read it. Dearest Alexander, please, you must reflect on this. We do not yet know what we are dealing with. If you were to open the door, it may stay that way. an open way for whatever lives on the other side. Videte neki siet. So, they might have just let something horrible into the world.
Is that already the end of this chapter?
I think it's been about an hour.
Has it been an hour?
Where? Why are we in the mist again? We said we didn't like this place.
I don't remember the sounds. You didn't say the leaves.
Just wandering. Oh look, a person.
Look, a bunny.
Alexander, what are you doing? Okay, I'm not in control anymore. We're just following Alexander to our fate. Well, bye, Jeremiah DeVitt. The adventure continues in Season 2. Which I fortunately have. But this video has probably been long enough that we're not going to jump into it right away.
Right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.